OptiSol as a name, it stands for Optimized Business Solutions. So Infosys is one of our inspiration, and see, even if you look at the name of Infosys, it stands for Information Systems.
We are very clear in one mission that we have to be a globally servicing company from a consulting mindset.
400 people is like, it's a big village. In a village there will be different kinds of people. Each one will have their own visions, their own aspirations and other things. We all have to come together in one boat, row together and reach our destination, right? So that orchestration is what we do. For that we carry this cultural thing. We specifically inculcate how to live the OptiSol life. So that's how we breed the culture. Naturally people will bond together and come on board because we are doing it with good intention. It is for their success. That's why we say it's happy people environment.
So the interns first, they have been inducted at OptiSol, they'll be given a learning path where my team will take care of the learning progress of them, and on daily basis we'll be assessing them by giving them some hands-on as well as some assessment test. They grow on an individual scale and they grow along with us.
Which we are maintaining the flexible work hours. Whenever they need a break, they can take a break and they can do their own personal things. So that's one of the important things which we are doing for the work-life balance.
Hi, hello, vanakkam and welcome to today's episode of Edirnichal. Today we are here at Madurai, the so-called Thoonga Nagaram. So we are here to explore an IT firm. In the early 2000s, there was this company formed by 5 youngsters with a vision of taking IT firms to the global standards. Talking about global standards, we are facing and we are living in a life where IT techies rule our world. So why not us? So why not a Tamil-based company to rule the entire world and set a standards on the global platform? So OptiSol is such a brand. So we are here at Madurai and we are going to explore their company and we are going to see how youths are being really empowered, how the youths are being entitled to take up this job as a very fascinating one. And talking about Madurai, it's also the Tier 2 city. So how could an IT firm be this successful in a Tier 2 city? Let's check them out. Hello sir.
Hi.
So please tell us about OptiSol and what was the idea behind starting OptiSol in late 2000s?
Great. See, OptiSol as a name, it stands for Optimized Business Solutions. Infosys was our clue, okay, because we were trying to benchmark. Not benchmark. At that point of time, we didn't even have a company, but then we used to have inspirations, right? So Infosys is one of our inspiration, and see, even if you look at the name of Infosys, it stands for Information Systems, and then they just combine this word. See, brand is, and when you are trying to create a brand, all you need is a good sound. We'll serve optimized business solutions, and then we thought, we'll keep the term business subtle, and the name was formed, Optimized Business Solution. It became OptiSol. So that's how we started this company.
So please tell us about when you were starting the company. You were just 5 people and you have like close to 500 people. So it's like 100% of growth of what the company has seen. So where is the company heading to and what are the things you have come across?
Yeah, that's a pretty good question. See, today as we speak, we are 450 engineers, right? And we are planning to double fold in the next 4 or 5 years. That's a kind of this one we are at. We are an interesting point of inflection, and of course, the journey has seen multiple inflection points for that matter, right? But then we are purely guided by our foundation, right? As you know, the company is started by a bunch of friends, right? So there are like foundation elements, like in terms of value system, like be it we talk about empathy, experimentation, empowering the staffs and things like that. So we have the core value system in place, and now we are also in the process of creating the structure for scale, because as I said before, the company is started by a bunch of friends, which means there's a sense of madness or unstructure which is bound to happen, right? Because sometimes what will happen is there will be a lot of overlap between the other directors, because what I try to do he is probably doing it, because there is a bit of informal elements to it, right? But then when we are trying to grow here, we really appreciate that we need to have the foundation for creating the structure for scale. And that's something that we are focusing at this point of time, because our end goal is to become already a global company, but we want to really become a true global company, which could create pretty good employment opportunities and intellectual wealth creation at packets. So that's what we are looking at.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
So please tell us about your designation, and please tell us about OptiSol in general.
My name is Prem Kumar. I am the Director of Sales and Marketing for OptiSol Business Solutions, and I take care of both inside sales as well as digital marketing activity for OptiSol.
Intentional call, when did it happen to put OptiSol in a global perspective, in a global market, and how did that happen?
So when we incorporated OptiSol, we were very clear in one mission that we have to be a globally servicing company from a consulting mindset. So when we said solutions, we thought we'll solve the problems of people from a global mindset. So as a founders, we had exposure to multiple countries, in a sense, in terms of business practices, in terms of happening across the different technology platforms. We had that global exposure. So we wanted to extend that global exposure to a company that is founded from Madurai. So we used to always say proudly to some of our employees, the code that you write from a remote village near Madurai runs in New York. So that is the way we see these particular services as a business. And from a strategy perspective, when it comes to sales and marketing, the underlying concept was VUCA, where we thought the entire organizational perspective will be volatile, uncertain, complex and ambiguous. So to manage this particular VUCA, we have to be really agile and we have to reach out to the global audience. So that's why we have offices across 5 global locations. We have clients in 30 plus countries. Even once we used to serve a country called Moldova. Many of you would not have even heard actually. So that is how much reach we used to have across the different regions. So we're able to reach both from a sales as well as marketing perspective across the global audience.
So what are all the services you're providing to the customer?
So currently we distinguish our services from 4 major perspectives. So number 1 is digital engineering, and the second one is artificial intelligence and machine learning, and the third one is quality engineering services, and the last one is enterprise services. So from a digital engineering perspective, we are approaching that from 3 major perspectives. Number 1 is how to enhance customer experience. Second one is optimize your process, and the third one is smart workforce management. So with the millennial generation, the advent of 2K kids and the next generation people, there is a growing need to reach out to people and democratize technology, where people can access the technology and ensure they can do things by themselves. For example, take Uber or take Swiggy. People want to achieve something through their own technology, right? Through their mobile phone, through their laptops. So we ensure that particular journey by building applications like what we do with Uber and Swiggy for as part of digital engineering. And the second major one is artificial intelligence and machine learning. So AI/ML evolved based on the amount of huge conglomerate of data that enterprises build over the years, and they wanted to extend that with intelligence that can be built on top of the data set. So when the data set was accumulated and converted into a cognitive insight, we started building applications on artificial intelligence and machine learning, and we have a good sized practice, around 50 plus employees working on AI/ML as a practice. And the third one is a quality engineering service, where we ensure quality of applications through manual as well as automation testing. And the last one is enterprise services, where we do large scale enterprise implementations using Microsoft's digital journey.
So how do you see the future of this as in because when in 2000 no one would have believed that 2022 would be this far more intelligent than the previous generations.
Right.
So how do you see the future generations?
So technology is going to creep like anything. Like they used to joke, like radio or a transistor took almost 30 years to reach people. Television took 10 plus years to reach people. Mobile phone took just 2 years to reach people, and internet is just accelerating like anything. So technology is going to be in the hands of every nook and corner across the globe. So technology will evolve to the next stage with the advent of metaverse, where we will live in a virtual world, where people will be empowered with technology. So it's not like companies will dictate what people have to use. People will dictate how technology will help in making life better. So it's not like a sci-fi movie where technology will kill people. It will help people to achieve something more and do something effective in their life actually.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, we are talking about OptiSol, a company which endeavors a lot of youngsters to join in. So please tell us about what are all the growth factors you've gone through, and what are all the stages of upbringing the company from 5 people to catering a whole sum of 500 people altogether. So please tell us about that.
Yeah, see, we say it's a people success story. We started with a 2-member company actually. So we hired 2 people, put them in our friend's office in Coimbatore. That's how we started, and today we are 450 to 500 member company. So the first 2 earned for the next 2. It's a completely bootstrapped venture. That's how we started it. Initially we are doing smaller projects here and there, but today we are a global technology company of happy people obsessed with customer success. By global, we mean our customers are truly global. We work with a lot of startup companies. We work with the enterprise companies throughout the world. We have clients in 27 countries, office locations in 5 different things. So that's the kind of growth we have seen. 2 people working in a small loaned office of a friend, and then today we have these growth in this. It's all happened because of the people growth. How the first 2 earned for the next 2, and how it exponentially grown from there.
When we talk about a company and when we talk about a workplace, it is very, very important that however an employee is treated, that's how the output is being driven. So please tell us about the workplace culture which is happening at OptiSol.
I'm Karthik Chandran. I go by CK. I'm one of the directors here, data analytics and machine learning team. For us, employees is our only asset. Right? We don't have anything else, like just the human potential, right? That we grow and nurture. So culture, right? Like work culture is a very important aspect of everything that we do. Right now, we have reached a certain size. In the last 3 to 4 years, is something where we have focused on cultural aspects, and then we put a lot of time and effort in the thinking, analyzing how we can do our culture better. Other the outcomes, if you look at these outcomes, we have a robust learning and development program, right, wherein we onboard employees at different levels, freshers onwards, right, like experienced employees. We, as soon as they are onboarded, we have a career growth map, right. We have defined these learning paths, and then we give them the opportunity to pursue. We give them time and opportunity to pursue their learning path, so that they can map their career growth within OptiSol 2 years from now, 5 years from now, and then and further, right. We provide the learning path, we provide the time for them to learn, as well as the cost reimbursements for like doing these learnings and certifications, and also their learning achievements is a big source of celebrations for us, right. For us, celebrations are customer success, and then right after that, employee success or employee growth, employee achievement toward in their career is a big source of happiness for us, right. In addition to that, right, we want to have a happy place, right. I think like Jay said, IT is a stressful place, stressful job, right. You sit and work in front of the computer pretty much, right, all day. So we create like this, even our work setup onwards, right, our new Madurai office setup onwards, we and then like our our policies towards like employee engagement, team outings, right, team bonding activities and things like that. We spend a lot of time and effort, right, to encourage them to meet both inside as well as outside our office, to get to know each other, become friends, become part of our team, right, because man is a social setup for them to have a good work-life balance, right. That is an important aspect of our culture.
Sir, even though we talk about IT, we talk about Gen Z penetration in 2022, how could you able to manage the cultural implication which is happening right now? Because we see a lot of people change their culture, change their identity just for the work sake. So how are you culturally rooted, and how have you implemented that in the workforce?
See, there is a saying, right? It is not how well you row. It is important what boat you are on. So, and the boat oda structure is important. Company தான் அந்த போட்னு வெச்சுக்கோங்களேன். இந்த கம்பெனிக்குள்ள நம்ம எல்லாம் ஒண்ணா வந்து travel பண்றோம்னா how well we are structuring it. So we have a key value statements that we have. So we empathy, empowerment, experiment, excitement. These are our key values that we carry. So we take very important steps to tell our people what is these value statements and how well we need to live OptiSol life. It's a community. 400 people is like, it's a big village. In a village there will be different kinds of people. Each one will have their own visions, their own aspirations and other things. We all have to come together in one boat, row together and reach our destination, right? So that orchestration is what we do. For that we carry this cultural thing. We specifically inculcate how to live the OptiSol life. So that's how we breed the culture. Naturally people will bond together and come on board because we are doing it with good intention. It is for their success. That's why we say it's happy people environment.
So how do you fill up the expectations of your employer? Because when they come in certain walks of people, they come from an internship background. Certain people come out from a very big tech giant and come and join OptiSol. So how do you cater the extremes of the employer?
So that's a great question. If you look at, there are different cohorts of people. As you said, somebody can come as an intern, somebody can come as a lateral entry, and comes from different aspirations, right? And the kind of breadth of service that we do and the kind of projects that we handle, the kind of clients we work with, gives all kinds of people a purpose or what they are getting into. Say for an intern, he need to learn a lot of new tech so quickly. So you want to work with machine learning, you want to work with artificial intelligence, you want to work with strong middleware thing. So we work with a lot of startup clients where you need to throw all these challenges and keep doing it. So it's an experimentation culture is more, and they tend to do something first time in their life. So they get their opportunity and chance to do it. And then they can put their stamp on it. Hey, I did this first time in this company and it is my name there. I am the one who did this. So they get that purpose behind it and then they solve it. Then for a lateral, they need both, right? They need that stability. They may be married, they have a financial thing running in their mind, so they should be paid well. At the same time, they don't want to be in an environment where they are not being challenged. So always, even if in an IT field, people feel valued when they are challenged. So we being in the hardcore development work, we develop digital products for the world. We continue to learn, build and make an impact. Even the laterals, they get challenged. Hey, I was not having this opportunity to do in a big company where I am a small fish in a big pond. Here I am being valued. I am able to go and make a contribution. I can go and talk to the director directly. I can talk to the CEO. I can go and make my presentation to the client, to the board and all those things. See, that gives them that hype and what they can do. So that's how we manage both the world.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right, thank you.
And we are having a transparent model that our company culture is an open culture and everybody can reach anybody actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, hi. I'm Srivalli. I'm here working as People and Culture Manager at OptiSol IT Solutions.
So what is the work of you? I mean, what is the people and culture management?
So people and culture, so we take care of our people who is working at OptiSol, and we make sure each and every employee is engaged and satisfied here. So that is where our team has existed here, and we are working on towards our employee satisfaction.
We have heard that from onboarding to exiting, you take care of each and every employee aspects from starting from their problems to addressing to the smallest concerns. So how do you do that, and how are you able to address each and everyone's problems?
So here, I'll start two things. Okay, I'll start with two things. We have Employee Connect program, and we have a feedback system. Okay, since you asked like how we reach out, each and employee concerns and problems, how to address. Right, so I'll start with the Employee Connect program. So we have a team here, so we reach out employees on one-on-ones to know about their pain points, or what is going well and what is need to be improved from their end, and how they are doing with team, and how the collaboration and the communication going in OptiSol. So all the details we'll be just talking with the employee to know their experience at OptiSol, and making sure taking that next step towards their feedback. And same as I mentioned, we have feedback mechanism. So we use
platform, and also we run pulse surveys and onboarding surveys, right, exit surveys, and team management effectiveness surveys. So then in there, whatever required, we run the surveys. So based on the feedback, right, so we make sure to look through what are the lowlights and what are the highlights. So based on you must aware of that, right? People will think like, okay, everyone is asking about feedback, whether my voice is heard or not. So in at OptiSol, every employee's voice is heard. So this feedback is completely anonymous. So we take action items based on the employee feedback. That's where the people culture team works.
If I want to work in some company, I would first I'll research about the company's accreditations and accolades and whatever awards the company has won. What is the company all about? So what makes it very special to work for an employer to come and work at OptiSol?
Okay, so we have received so many awards, CII and CRORE Review Awards, and so recently in this year we are certified as Great Place to Work. You might have heard about Great Place to Work, who will come to the company and do anonymous survey. No one knows who are submitting the inputs, right? So they have run the feedback and they certified us as Great Place to Work. So we, as you say, like how this is Great Place to Work, to say that we have the culture here we have built, right? So we are a happy people obsessed with customer success, right? We work towards like joy through gratitude. We show our gratitude, the work every employee does here, right? So and the employee, whomever, the candidates, whoever coming to the OptiSol, they can clearly observe that the culture, how is it going, and the collaboration, communication. They see that they can reach out to anyone. We have complete open door policy, so the employee can reach out any leader that they would like to have any word. So the leadership, right? The leadership is very important in any organization. Here we have the leadership, it's completely flat structure. So employee can reach out to the leadership and they can set out one-on-ones and they can talk to them. So it's completely open communication. So that's where that is unique, and flexibility, right? So you can choose your flexibility on working your style. So, and as I mentioned, it's open door policy. You can go to leaders, and you can go to reporting managers, or you can go to next level to talk. So that is where we feel freedom, right? We take that freedom and we'll try to work our best, right? So in this environment, we'll be able to concentrate on more our work and more on our goals, and we'll reach our goals along with the organization goals. So if you would like to join OptiSol, this is a great place to work, as you can find opportunity to work on your goals, and you can choose your learning path here if you want to move to the next level. And we have we have core values: empathy, empowerment, excitement, and experiment. So you will be having an opportunity to do experiments with your excitement. So where we provide all the possibilities to you to have satisfaction at OptiSol. So if you are ready to join OptiSol IT Solutions, we stand by our values along with you. We empathize and empower you, giving them best challenging opportunities where you can experiment with an excitement. Thank you.
Hi all, I am Annapurni. I am Talent Management Lead at OptiSol Business Solutions.
Please explain about talent management from the process of recruiting the right person for the right job, how it is done at OptiSol.
We do have talent acquisition team where we identify right talents of people. Okay, once they have been inducted in our company, we do have a learning management portal where we establish some learning path. So the learning path consists of the courses that is recommended by the engineering managers. So all the employees can take up the course, and also they are encouraged to do the certification. So each and every one of the course or the certification what else they are completing, we do recognize them by means of reward and recognition.
Please tell us about the learning and development team in OptiSol, because when you don't learn, you don't evolve. So how is that process coherently going together?
The employees grow along with us. They can empower themselves by means of learning these courses, and at real time they can practice, get hands-on exercises as assisted by our talent management team.
What is the role of interns here? Because we see different companies hire interns on a very, very small scale. They are not given the practical exposure. So please tell us about the intern department here at OptiSol.
So the interns first they have been inducted at OptiSol, they'll be given a learning path where my team will take care of the learning progress of them, and on daily basis we'll be assessing them by giving them some hands-on as well as some assessment test. They grow on an individual scale and they grow along with us.
So how does small contributions matters here at OptiSol?
I think this is a right question. Even a small service that is done by an employee, it is recognized at a larger scale. So we do have some sort of recognition system, so where we'll be giving them giving them some rewards and also some certificates. If say for example, in Tamil we'll be saying if we sow a small seed, it will grow into a big tree. So like that, every work done by an employee is recognized here, and that is what we have grown to such a great company.
Ma'am, please tell us about what are all the benefits, cash benefits for employees and people who work here.
What is the course or the professional certification that is done by the employees? We do sponsor for the courses as well as the certification. Along with this, we do provide them some reward amounts to encourage them. If you want to join us, we do stand by you along with our 4 values: empathy, empowerment, excitement and experiment. So it is because of these values the employees stay us for long. If you are interested, you please join us. You can also grow along with us.
Sir, please tell us about your experience in working for OptiSol, and also what are all the things you didn't face it in the outside industry, and what and all the things you experienced really good in OptiSol.
நான் வந்து ஆப்டிசாலுக்கு வர்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி I have almost like 25 years of experience in IT industry. Okay, before joining OptiSol, I was working with IBM and Infi and Cellasoft. Okay, I was working with some corporate companies, and then I have moved to OptiSol like 9-10 years back. I have moved to OptiSol, and here I have moved here just because in corporate world, like how it is going to be, it's going to be a monotonous life for you. Every day you'll be doing same kind of job, and also if you see it there you will be working on already defined process. There you will be working. Okay, you'll be already process is defined, and you will be doing same kind of job every day, and you will not be able to have some innovative thinking, and creativity will not be there, and all those kind of activities already will be there, and you will not be so these kind of activities are there. Okay, and so when you want to do about something about yourself, and you want to create new initiative, and you have to define your own process where you need to get into this organization. Even that was my first career. When I was starting my career, that was the experience I had. Okay, so I joined OptiSol around in 2013, and during that time we were around 50 to 60 people, and we started created new practice in our area, and which has been driven by me, and totally we are around 50 plus in that practice, 50 plus team members in that practice. So here, when you are working with organizations like OptiSol or in company, you will be able to given free hands, and you can work on any technology you like, and any kind of domain that which you want to work, and those kind of activity will be you will be given a lot of freedom in working in that. And also in organization we will be working very closely to each other, and we will be more or less like a family, will be like a family. That is how OptiSol is working on it.
Today's generation demands empowerment is what they feel like. Today's generation of girls and boys, everybody are self-empowered enough to make their own bread and butter. But when it comes to work-life balance, are they really empowered? The point of empowerment is really demanding something which is within themselves. So talking about empowerment, how does an employee and an employer go with the check and balance of empowerment? So also in a very patriarchal society, we are talking about empowerment, especially women empowerment. So how it has been enforced in workplaces? Let's check them out. Please tell us about your designation as a senior engineer, and also we are talking about empowerment at different levels and different stages. So how you as a woman working in this company have been empowered, and what are all the work-life balance and work-life ethics which has been followed in the company?
So myself, I'm Anita. I'm the senior engineering manager of OptiSol. So totally, I have around 12 years of experience, and in this company, I have around 9 years of experience. So I started when this company was small in size, and then the strength of the employee was like around 50 to 60 employees. And previously I was working in an MNC and got the opportunity to join here. So in the initial days we didn't have that much facilities, and that time we were getting some enterprise projects, and I started my career in that way. So initially the male-female strength, that was not comparatively equal. There were around 30 people in male count. There were only 2 or 3 in the female count. That's how we started. Going forward, when we added getting new projects, we understood that the combination of male and female employee count in the company, that would create a good vibe, because usually the female employees, they do multitasking and they can quickly learn, whereas in any kind of a hard situation, a female colleague can help us. We got that kind of conclusion, and we started to increase the ratio of the count. So if you look at our company currently, there is 1:3 ratio of female versus male count you could see. So initially I was having more struggle when I started my career in communicating to the client and all, but you see the management here, they were very friendly, and they mentored me like how should I grow in this company, because I started as a software engineer. I didn't know how to talk to the client, how to get a new project, or how to handle the team. I never know anything about it. But then my senior managers, my directors, they usually come and talk to me, how could I promote myself to the next level. I got a clear plan on what should I do next. So I was able to grow. As the company grows, I was also able to grow. So coming to the work-life balance, we actually work for our family. We are not working for just us. So my success depends on my family's success. My husband's success represent my success. So we should always have a clear plan on how we are going to make a work-life balance at home. So we should give equal space to the people. We should not just stick to the work and not giving enough time for family. It is completely going to ruin your entire family life. It is not going to bring a happiness around our family. We should always understand like what the spouse is doing, what kind of a financial support or mental support does he need, what kind of space he need in order to achieve in his career, what my kids need, how can I help them in their career. So these things I should always think around. Even if I'm working as a professional, I should always monitor these things. So I fix a time for my family, and even there is no pressure on the work timing constraint. So I can work at my convenient time. So even I start earlier, I can close earlier. So that kind of environment this is. So it is easy for me to handle my family as well as my work balance here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello sir.
Yes.
So please tell us about the work-life balance which is happening at this company, and what are all the efforts taken to maintain a good relationship between the employee and the employer.
Okay. So one of the things which we are doing the work-life balance is here, which we are maintaining the flexible work hours. The flexible work hours which they can take whatever, whenever they need a break, they can take a break and they can do their own personal things. So that's one of the important thing which we are doing for the work-life balance. So the another step is which we are doing here for the work-life balance is whenever they need any help or they need any kind of the personal issues are there, that we are providing all kinds of help and from the all criteria. That means from the 360 degree which we are doing those helps on that point.
So what are all the steps taken to ensure the employee's development?
So we are keep on monitoring the employees development by means of one-on-one discussion with every employee to their immediate manager. So we are keep on collecting the feedbacks every month, and we are taking the action steps against that whatever the feedbacks which we are received from that employee. And the second step is we are collecting the overall feedbacks throughout the company through the quarterly engagement survey. So from that survey which we are compiling the feedbacks, and we are taking the action steps, and we are ensuring those steps is implemented properly throughout the company on this point.
What excites an employee here at OptiSol?
There will be lot of excitements is here. So one of the things they are seeing is they are getting recognized for their work. which they are seeing on this point. That's I am seeing on this. And another one of the excitement which I am received from my own colleagues and my people is they can able to reach easily to their managers and to their subordinates and whoever this the directors who are there. It's kind of a flat structure which we are following on this point. So they are exciting and they are seeing this is the difference between this company and the other companies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What excites people at their workplace? You might say food, someone might be, for someone it might be their colleague. But for me, it is always the work and the challenging aspect of work which excites me for the work, which excites me to work bigger, much harder and much smarter. Here they also have a very innovative system of exciting people, and also talking about excitement, they have it in their core values. So let's talk to them and understand how excitement works as a core value and what excites them to work harder and smarter.
So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. So my name is Madhumita. So currently I am working as a TA associate in HR department.
Hi, I'm Halita. I have completed 1+ year experience. I am working in the data ops teams.
Hi, I am Abdul. First I joined the intern in OptiSol. Now one of the employee in OptiSol. Currently I am working in full stack JavaScript developer.
So from my day one onwards, it was a very it was a great learning experience, especially from my peer groups. So yeah, like learning with fun is what OptiSol is known for. And yeah, as my fellow colleagues have said, like work-life balance. So work-life balance starts with a great workplace. So as employees of OptiSol, we get at the right place. And yeah, apart from our work, we'll do, we have various leisure activities. So like we have Fun Friday and the team lunch and team vacations and all. So it happens in a regular intervals. And yeah, recently we HR team had visited Wayanad, Kerala. So it was a great and wonderful fun-filling experience. So these things will, what to say, will create a refreshing break from our daily work routine, and it helps us to focus more on the work. So that's it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Halita. I'm a data engineer. I have 1+ years experience in the field of data engineering in OptiSol. After completing my degree, I have joined OptiSol as an intern. Initially, I joined an intern as OptiSol with base pay scale. After completing my intern period, based on my performance, I have promoted as a full-time employee with a 100% hike on confirmations. OptiSol is a pleasant environment to work with all the employees and easily interact with the higher officials. Women are easily balanced personal life and professional lives. That is, OptiSol will be the starting point of a successful career.
Hi, I am Abdul. First I am joined the intern. Now one of the employee in OptiSol. I am currently working full stack JavaScript developer. In the intern period, they are providing online course for skill development and career growth.
So what's life without experimenting? At every corner of life, we need something to be experimented. So all the discoveries, whatever has been made, whatever lifestyle we are living today was once an experiment. So they take experiment as one of their key values. Let's talk to Mr. Raghav about experimenting new things and innovating new ideas for a better generation to Mr. Raghav. And let's talk about the future projects which have been lined up with OptiSol.
Hi.
So please tell us about the think tank team which is actively present under the values of experiment. So how do you see the new experiments which is happening at OptiSol?
So we named it as think tank way back in 2020. So it's not like it's a new name. We just named it because we need to form a group to see what are the ideas and what are they interested in. So we kept that name, and we have a smaller group. So people keep joining the think tank team, and they come up with new ideas, and we OptiSol listen to all the ideas irrespective of the seniority or junior or newcomers to OptiSol. So that's how we keep listening to the new ideas.
Okay. So please tell us about what are all the ongoing experiments which have been taken through.
No, as I mentioned earlier, like we keep experimenting. In that case, like we evolved as we keep evolving things as a product. So in that case, like we have few products lined up like ScanFlow, Jiffy, Trustworth, and WealthFlow, TrustFlow and WealthFlow. Sorry, and we still have many more products in progress. So we keep pushing that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching with us, and I hope literally this would have enlightened you. So we are talking about tech giants and tech biggies. So why not we talk about OptiSol? And thank you so much for watching this episode, and we'll catch you with a brand new episode next time. Until then, this is me, your VJ Navneet, signing off. Bye bye.